all the opportunities that you had at Mentor. It was really amazing, and it really structured me now, having sports practices in the morning, classes, sports practices in the afternoon as well. It focused me, helped me manage my time, and just made me overall a much happier person in high school. And then I think that I carry that with me now because of it.
I'm Glenn Herbert, and I'm an editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private schools to gain insights into their programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administrators. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
If I had to pick one thing, it would definitely be the teachers. The teachers are extremely special. I am still in contact with some of them. They have honestly really shaped my future in general. When it comes to everything, when it came to picking my university, when it came to just like motivating me to like the subject itself, it was never about the grades or completing projects or tasks. Like they really drove you to like what you were learning. And they never tried to limit you. Like this was the curriculum, this is what you followed, this is all you learned. They knew so much more, and they were more than happy to share it. And I think that kind of thinking really pushed me to love what I'm studying now, and never to only reach what the curriculum is supposed to, or only do the bare minimum for the exams or the tests. I always learned to learn, and not for the grades or for the marks. And I think that was a huge deal in Mentor College, and I still appreciate that to this day. I really appreciate the fact that they focus on the education itself, and they don't focus on fancy. I don't know, it's not a very fancy school. It looks kind of like the bare minimum. It looks like a regular public schools. They don't focus necessarily on the facilities or looking pretty or great. Recently, they made some upgrades with like the field and everything, but they focus on quality teachers that don't just have experience teaching lower classes or anything, but they also go and take teachers from that used to teach university classes, or are very much so experts in their field and very good with children. So that's what I really objectively, I think they focus on, and I like their priorities. Honestly, if I had to make my school into some sort of, I don't know, ideology or person, it would definitely be like the wise grandpa in a family. I don't know if that makes sense, where they're always warm, always there, friendly, the one that you kind of go to for advice, and always has something to teach and to learn from, the person you would always go to ask questions to. And yeah, just really the support that's always warm and friendly, and you're never afraid of them or scared to ask anything. So I think that's if that answers the question, that's what I would say. It definitely was over time, because I think what is also very special about Mentor is because it goes from such a small grade all the way until grade 12, it kind of becomes your family. So I wouldn't say I necessarily felt that way in the first few years that I was there, because I think that's just a feeling that you get over time. So after the second year of high school, so after a couple of years there, I definitely was approaching teachers that way and approaching the entire school that way. I think what it takes is to ask questions, to be curious, because the teachers have a lot to offer, and the staff, everybody has a lot to offer. It's just more tapping into it. And I also know, though, that the teachers, they do try to bring it out of you also. So you don't necessarily have to be the most curious person there, or the one who asks the most questions or raises your hand the most. They will get it out of you eventually by the end of your time there at Mentor, but it definitely helps to have that in the first place and to really use it from the start. Yeah, I think also because they put themselves as very academic, people may not necessarily see their sports programs or art programs or music as much because they focus more on the maths and science and, let's say, business classes and stuff. But from my personal experience, like, because I know the music teacher and the art teachers, I know how passionate, how smart, and how educated they are. So maybe other students who are necessarily interested in music and art wouldn't be initially drawn to mentor, but they would be very, very pleasantly surprised going to mentor and seeing how rich their music and art program actually is, even though mentor kind of puts themselves as this like academic school, priming you for university studies and graduate studies and stuff. I would say that would be very surprising. 100%. I think mentor was one of the best building blocks of my life now. I don't think I would be where I am right now without it. I don't think I would be as comfortable talking to my professors, asking questions, not being afraid of being wrong, if it wasn't for mentor. They also, I never saw a limit to anything. Like I never saw, like I said before with my classes, I never saw an end goal. I just saw the learning process, and that was something that mentor definitely instilled in me. And just all the opportunities that you had at mentor, it was really amazing, and it really structured me now, having sports practices in the morning, classes, sports practices in the afternoon as well. It focused me, helped me manage my time, and just made me overall a much happier person in high school. And then I think that I carry that with me now because of it. Yeah, there's definitely something that I wish I did while I was at the school, and I think maybe I would have if it was pushed a little bit more or kind of brought up a bit more, but it was kind of like the student council activities. I never really saw them as an option, or I never really was intrigued in doing it, but now looking back, I really think I could have had a good time and maybe explored those kind of leadership roles a bit in high school. And I think maybe if mentor advertised that a bit more, even made smaller roles in the student council so that people wouldn't be so scared to kind of get in that world, because all we really saw were like the big positions, student president or the class speakers and stuff, and it's a little daunting for people if they never even thought of those kind of stuff. So I think that would be really really good of them to, I would say, push a bit more on students. Oh, 100%. I still remember in class, or every year we would have speech nights, and every year everyone hated it and they were so scared. Why are we doing this? It was just such a nerve-wracking night for students to prepare a speech and to practice it in front of parents and stuff, and it was a very big show at Mentor. But now looking back, I definitely appreciate it because we got so much more public speaking experience that other students don't normally get. They really push presentations in front of the class, in front of groups, which in the moment you really don't like, and you're super nervous and scared. But looking back now, I really, really appreciate all the practice that I got. There's a lot of reasons I think people should choose mentor, but I think, yeah, if I had to choose three, it would definitely be for the teachers, because they are, when I'm saying amazing, I really mean it. They are wonderful people, experienced, extremely smart and creative and out of the box thinking with the way they teach or the way they deal with each student individually. But I would also pick mentor for all the sports and the opportunities that they have with the clubs, because there's really something for everybody over there. And even the coaches themselves are the teachers at the school, so you really develop amazing relationships with them academically and in like the sports world. I don't know, also the third reason that I would pick Mentor College would be for the work ethic that they that they push and instill in you, because it's not an easy ride there whatsoever. They definitely push you. They expose you to a lot of work and projects and assignments, but not in a way that overloads you, but just in a way that makes you structure your day and your time and prepare you for university. So you don't come to university shocked at the workload or shocked at having to manage your own homework schedule and everything. They really push that independence in you, especially during the high school years. Your kids are in good hands when they're there. You're not dropping them off to a school and they're just being lectured at or taught random things that the kids don't think is important. They are being developed for living a good life and being hardworking and smart and out of the box thinking, because the teachers there, they really take care of them. They see them also as kind of projections of themselves. They want to see them succeed. They're personally involved in all of the students, and they want to see them leave happy. They want to see them leave feeling fulfilled, like they learned something. And yeah, so they give that to the students. They give them a purpose to be there and to learn. To any student just entering mentor, I would say try everything. There's so much to offer, and there's no consequences to not liking something. You can try different clubs, try different sports. You can be open and honest with the coaches or the teachers. If it's something you really enjoy and you really want to be pushed to, you can go so much farther. But if you truly do not enjoy it, that is fine, and nobody will hold anything against you. In fact, they actually appreciate you trying things and being open to new experiences. So I would just say get involved in as many things as you possibly can and find your niche, because you will really love it. And there's a place for everyone.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.